Hello, I'm Roxana Kennedy, Chief of Police for the Chula Vista Police Department. I'm here to talk with you about a tragic incident that happened in the early morning hours of March 13, 2020. On the previous day, a young woman had received a call from her father, Oral Nunis Sr., age 56. Mr. Nunis was showing signs of anxiety and of mental crisis. She then took her father to the hospital, but despite finding some unusual heart problems and chest pains, Mr. Nunis was released the same day. His daughter brought Mr. Nunis back to her home. That night, the Chula Vista Police Department received a 911 call from the daughter. She reported that her father was attempting to jump through a window, but was being held down by her boyfriend. Sounds of yelling and screaming could be heard in the background of the call, and the caller could be heard pleading with Mr. Nunis to calm down. Responding to the young woman's call, one of our officers arrived at her location. The daughter then escorted our officer into her home to the second floor. There, our officer found Mr. Nunis sitting in a doorway with family members nearby. Following procedures that are intended to protect people who are suffering from a mental health crisis, from hurting themselves or others, officers are trained to place the person in handcuffs. Once the person is rendered safe, our officers are trained to assess the person's need and then to obtain additional assistance as needed. Following this training, our officer moved to handcuff Mr. Nunis. However, when Mr. Nunis responded by becoming more agitated, our officer backed away and tried to de-escalate the situation by calm dialogue. Unfortunately, within moments, Mr. Nunis went from a passive state to resisting the solo officer's efforts to talk through his difficulties. Mr. Nunis stood up and quickly moved to the staircase, as though to invade the officer. In light of Mr. Nunis's irrational and unpredictable state, and his earlier attempt to jump through a second-story window, consistent with our department's training, our officer then moved to try to restrain Mr. Nunis so that he could not pose a threat to himself or to others. But Mr. Nunis broke free and ran outside, potentially increasing the danger to himself and the public. In response, our officer tackled Mr. Nunis and tried to restrain him again. However, despite his age and size, he was able to violently resist the solo officer's attempts to restrain him. When other officers arrived to assist in Mr. Nunis's detention, for some time, Mr. Nunis aggressively resisted their efforts to place him into a prone position for handcuffing. Paramedics were immediately called. Eventually, two of our officers were able to secure Mr. Nunis into handcuffs, with his hands cuffed behind his back as he laid upon the street on his side. Because of his violent resistance, our officers then placed Mr. Nunis into a full body restraint called a wrap, while also placing a breathable mesh spit hood upon him in order to reduce potential transmission of communicable diseases at the onset of the COVID pandemic. Once restrained, Mr. Nunis remained conscious, breathing, and he continued to speak. He was then moved to an ambulance under the care of paramedics. A short time later, when Mr. Nunis was in the ambulance, paramedics notified officers that Mr. Nunis had stopped breathing and life-saving efforts were underway. Sadly, Mr. Nunis later died at the hospital. We will now show body-worn camera video and audio recordings related to this incident so that our community has as full a picture as possible about this incident. A warning: the following video may be disturbing. It is not suitable for all viewers.
131 Alpha 132 Jumpstart, code for 5150 at 1323 Camino Carmelo. Dad's trying to jump through a two-story window. 1323 Camino Carmelo.
131 from East Station, Paseo Ranchero. 132, 500, Hotel Lake Road.
10-4, send me the copy.
127,
Yeah, 131, 132, male's now being restrained by RP's boyfriend. Looks like they tried to do a self-commit, but the hospital didn't take him. Cedar, can you clear to start out east?
Logan's going to be carrying Kane with comments.
10-4, show you not to Camino Carmelo.
And 131 Alpha, can you air any of the updates, please?
All we have is the subject's name is Oral Nunis 55140. They're still holding him down, and subject may be confused.
Police! You guys the ones that called us?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
Yeah, he's upstairs.
131, I'm with the RP. He's upstairs?
They're still upstairs.
Okay.
Can I hang up now?
You can hang up.
No, don't hang up. I still need to know what's going on because we've got officers driving there.
I'm here now.
Are they there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, talk to them.
Don't cuff him, please.
Have to.
No, no.
You're not in any trouble, man. This is just for everyone's safety, okay?
I will come with you. No handcuff.
You
Please.
gotta go in handcuffs.
No, sir.
You have to go
No,
in
no
handcuffs,
handcuff.
I'll go with
Please.
you.
You're
Come
not
on.
in any trouble.
No
okay?
handcuff. I'll be coming.
This is for
No.
safety reasons.
No handcuff, please.
This is for safety reasons.
Okay, no handcuff, please.
Daddy, listen.
I'm gonna go with you.
Okay, stay seated, bud, okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna
No
talk this
handcuff.
through. You gotta go in handcuffs.
No handcuff, please.
Just calm down.
No handcuff.
Okay.
131, I'm
Yeah.
talking to subject. He's uncooperative, refusing to go
No,
in handcuffs.
no handcuff. I don't want my hand to be handcuffed. I'll be.
Units, we'll go ET on one for Camino Carmelo.
You have to cooperate.
I know, but listen, let me go.
Sit
I'm
down.
gonna go.
Stay
Stay
seated.
seated.
Stay seated.
Stay seated.
Okay? We don't want. Come here. Come here.
Him. Life for money. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, Kim. May the good Lord bless you. And I'll be going to heaven. You're not going anywhere. Dad. No.
Daddy.
No, man, you cannot do that.
Daddy, just listen.
Sorry, Eddie.
That's all right.
Daddy.
Where's the paramedic? No, Kim.
Got it.
Kim,
Yes, Daddy.
you cannot do this to Daddy.
I know.
Okay. $131 driving now. Control the units code though.
Yeah,
We have a mistake.
Continue code.
We have medics waiting.
And have medics.
10 for medics, clear in.
Got the wrap, got the wrap.
If I can get it, I don't know if he's gonna get energy again.
Okay.
What's he reaching for? Yeah, there's something in there. I haven't had a chance to pat him down.
Daddy, just be calm, okay?
Yeah.
Daddy, just breathe.
No, really good. He's good.
The grandson is coming.
Right there, buddy.
Daddy, just
Kim, just for money. Money and fame. Kim,
Yes, Daddy.
Kim,
I got him.
Kim for money. Kim for money.
Come on.
Kim for money.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get the ankles.
I got it.
I know. Kim for money. Educated money. Kim for money. Kim,
Yes, Daddy.
where's Lisa? Kim, just for money.
All right.
Yeah, for money, Kim. 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 Yeah.
Can someone like talk to me, explain something to me, please?
Yeah. Kim for money. Kim. Can you move his legs? No. No, this way. Kim for money.
Let me know when you're ready to put the.
Okay.
Okay. Ready to do those? The bottom?
Alright. Almost. Kim. Chula Vista. Whenever you're ready. I'll pick up your legs. One. Just slide it under.
Just slide
Slide
under.
it.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Good.
Daddy, it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, relax.
Can I find the subject in the rack? Do we still need the air?
No.
Why are you holding on to that?
No. No.
Let it go.
No.
Daddy, let go, please.
Billy TM.
Daddy, let go. Just don't fight.
Let go of it.
No.
Get it out.
Daddy, just let it go.
No.
Yeah, he thinks like he has his hands.
Have not double locked these.
Okay.
Yeah, ladies. Yeah.
Put him down.
Ready to go?
Remember these.
I'm right here, Daddy.
Okay.
Ready?
Go. No. That's dead.
Stay back forward.
You know the Lodisa. That's very dead. Some white on the side? No. This is like this. This is all like this. This is all like this. No. Alright, I can't stay.
Okay.
Right.
That one's on.
Yeah, it's right there.
You gotta take this.
They're right there like this.
Is it over? Relax. Here's some hands. That's his arm. This thing. Yeah, you know it's kind of where it's at too.
It's supposed to be lower. That's why.
Then you pull back down. Careful. Okay. Too low. Too high.
It's too high on the back.
How's it there, buddy?
Do this hook? No.
Well, he's pushing back. That's why.
That's why. It's okay. He's still here. He's here. Medics are here. Here, you're welcome.
Throw that on. Hold them up or throw that on.
Benny has it. You got my camera?
Don't do that. I don't appreciate that. Take that off today.
It's so that he doesn't spit.
That's Walsh right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Brought him back home, tried to jump out the second story window. Okay. So they restrained him when I got here. He fought with me, ran away, fell down several times. I tackled him hard in the street.
Okay.
He's fighting with all of us.
Okay. And that family over there.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to go.
Good? Good? Yeah, I'm sure you want to have him do the packing anyways. When you get a chance. Alright? Tweak decision.
Ready, let's pick them up.
Yep. You okay with it?
What are you driving home?
Probably bumped him. Pressing against it. I think when I press my body,
Oh, that would make sense if you're
he doesn't backing. No, probably not.
When we have an incident such as this, certain investigations and reviews are automatically initiated. The Chula Vista Police Department immediately launched a comprehensive investigation into the facts and circumstances of this case. A second investigation was also launched to determine if policies and procedures were followed. A representative of the San Diego County District Attorney's Office responded to the scene, and the DA's office launched an independent review. Our department values compassion and prioritizes the sanctity of life. My heart goes out to the family and loved ones of Mr. Nunis Sr. and to everyone impacted by this incident. Thank you for taking the time to view this critical incident video.